Hello, good morning. Today is Saturday. It's actually the last weekend of February because this is a short month and the time is just flying right by. So we had a short week at work, but it still felt kind of long. Anyways, so today is just gonna be like my errands day where I'm going around to a bunch of different places in town. Some stuff I had tried to do on Monday, but that was the day I got really anxious and nervous and just was having a difficult day. It was, I think, President's Day. We have that day off. Anyway, so today I've got a long list of errands to run and places to stop at. I do have some meals I'm gonna make this weekend, which is exciting. One thing Andy just wanted us to make together, which is pizza. That will not be difficult though. I'm just gonna get the dough from Trader Joe's and then like the pizza sauce and some toppings, and we'll just stick it in the oven. That'll be easy. The other thing, the second thing that we're gonna do, which is more difficult, is a chicken pot pie. I've never made it before. I'd like to use the Ina Garden Barefoot Contessa recipe. So, but I think I might use Pillsbury pie crust instead of making our own crust, but we can use the rest of her recipe just to save time, just not make crust. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, and I've got lots of different things to do. As I said, I need to go to Anthropology, return a dress. I actually do need to get my vacuum fixed, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this weekend. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, the bank for quarters for laundry, Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, just lots of different places to go to. I also have some big news for Andy. He has a new job at UCSB. He's been in his current position as a financial analyst for 2.5 years. We met last summer, of course, so he's ready to move on and take on something new. So he has a really great new job as business and finance planning analyst within a different department at UCSB. It'll be a big step up for him. Right now, his job title classification is an analyst 1. There are different series of jobs and then different levels. And the analyst series goes from 1 until I believe 5. So he's an analyst 1 and his new position is an analyst 3. So he's moving up 2 steps, which is really wonderful and good for him. He'll actually be a step higher than me because I'm an analyst 2 supervisor. So that means that I'm at the second, the analyst 2, and I'm a supervisor because I manage a few people. And he'll be at the 3, but he's not supervising anyone. Good for him. So he starts his new position at the beginning of March. I think it's March 6th. So anyways, that'll be exciting. I know it's gonna be a lot of work for him, and it's like terrifying to start a new job. And yeah, it'll be a whole new world, but he'll do really good at it. He is just great at finance and numbers. He just naturally really understands it. He has his bachelor's degree in business, so he's a really good with all that stuff. Hey there, I just got back from running a bunch of errands and just wanted to quickly show you some of the stuff I got. At Whole Foods, they had the ground beef on sale, so I got 2 of them, 2 1-pound containers of the ground beef. And it was on sale for $4.99 a pound. This one I'm going to freeze. This one will go in the fridge to make something this upcoming week. I bought Mary's chicken for the first time. I've never bought it before, but I know it's free range. It's supposed to be pretty good. I think it's a little bit more pricey, so we'll see how that turns out. This is going to be used for my chicken pot pie recipe. And then I love Honeycrisp apples, but they didn't have any. I think they're all out. So I got the Pink Lady one. So I have 3 Pink Lady apples, and then these yogurts were on sale, 5 for $3, and they actually had 5 of the cherry vanillas. So I have 5 of the cherry vanillas, but I stuck all this in the fridge as soon as I got home and then ate lunch, and I only wanted to pull out 1 yogurt. So that's the Whole Food stuff. And then I returned one of those glass bottles. And here's what I've got from Trader Joe's today. I have items to make pizza, which Andy has been wanting to do. So we've got some plain pizza dough, some pizza sauce, and then some pepperoni. And I've already got a bunch of cheeses at home, different types of shredded cheeses, so we'll just use what I have here. And then the rest of the items are for the chicken pot pie, the chicken broth, heavy cream, these little frozen pearl onions, I like the name of them, pearl onions, and some carrots, bananas, that's just for myself. And then what else for the recipe? The onions and parsley. Anyways, that's for the recipe. Other items include the bananas, more of the turkey breast, and they just have the best price on this. I feel like this price is better than Whole Foods price, so I'm just gonna keep buying this at Trader Joe's. Anyways, like I said, onions and parsley for the recipe, more oatmeal just so I don't run out, and then I haven't bought Sunkist brand blood oranges, but they smell really good. When I walk past the citrus, like where they keep all the citrus at Trader Joe's, this just like whams out at you. It's like bam, it smells really good and citrusy, and I think it's gonna be super yummy. So typically I would buy oranges from the Ojai Family Friends, something like that, where they're at the farmer's market and they have the blood orange juice there. But this was a little bit of a whim, so I just bought it. Yeah, so some blood oranges. Anyways, oh, and then I had to go to Albertsons because the recipe calls for chicken bouillon in addition to the chicken stock, and Trader Joe's doesn't have it. I didn't look for it at Whole Foods. I just thought, oh, I'll just go to Albertsons and get it there. Anyways, I'm gonna put my stuff away and then relax a bit because I went to like a bajillion stores and it kind of stresses me out. Alright, here's a pizza that Andy and I are making. His side is this side, the pepperoni heavy side. Mine has a little bit of pepperoni. Kind of looks like eyeballs right there. And a big pepperoni smile. And then we put this in the oven at the highest temperature, which is 500 degrees for, how long was this in the oven for?
I did 12 minutes.
12 minutes, okay, yeah. 12 minutes. And now, the bottom isn't all that crispy. So now we're just cooking the bottom of the pizza on the stove top and just moving it, and then I'll show you the recipe. But this is from SeriousEats.com. It's called the Foolproof Pan Pizza Recipe, and they actually have you like make your own dough, which we're not doing. So we're just kind of following their directions about putting it into the oven basically. Yeah, so we're gonna finish up soon. And is the bottom of it cooking at all?
I think so, yeah.
You think so?
I can't quite
and
tell.
It's sizzly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick up on it, but it's sizzly. And that's gonna be our dinner tonight. Hello, good morning. Today is Sunday. I actually haven't taken a shower yet, so I'm still in my pajamas and I need to wash my hair. But I know that one time in the past I did like a video where I just talked openly about Andy and said all kinds of sweet things about him, and people said that they liked it, and I kind of feel the same way today. Sometimes, so on the weekends he and I spend more time together, and it's really nice. He'll come over in the afternoon and then we'll hang out and we'll make dinner together, and he, you know, always does the dishes, and then we'll just you know, hang out until later on in the evening. And it's nice because it gives us a chance to connect and to really open up more, whereas on weekdays we are more focused on work, and we'll see each other at work during breaks and at lunch. At least now, until he starts his new position shortly, we won't be able to see each other as much on weekdays. But yeah, on the weekends we can connect more, and it's really nice that we can open up and be completely honest, and that I feel like he has this unconditional love for me, which I don't really expect too much from partners, like romantic partners. Usually I feel like that's just your mom or family, like your parents, who have an unconditional love for you no matter what. But I feel that from Andy, and it's like this very strong, completely accepting, no matter what's in your history or past or what you're concerned about or worried about, I love you now and always forever. So that's what I feel from him. And last night we were actually talking, we've discussed possibly moving in together, like either this spring or this summer. So getting like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment or condo that's new to both of us. So it wouldn't be like he's moving in here where this is kind of my space, and we wouldn't move into his studio. We would get a brand new space, new, well, not new, but you know, an existing unit that's new to both of us, and then move in together and get to spend more time together. And, you know, he was asking what my concerns are and what I'm worried about with moving in together. And I told him the same as before. You know, I have like anxiety issues and panic attacks, and I don't want someone to see me when I'm feeling that way, or when I'm doing my like routines before I leave for work or before I head out and do errands. I do this like forced negative thinking that the doctor told me about. In addition to that, I've always done like this pacing, like I'll pace back and forth in my apartment and just walk around and be really nervous, and then I get sick to my stomach and use the bathroom a lot. And that's pretty typical for me every day, and no one sees it, and I don't usually talk about it, and I think my family kind of knows about it, but that's it. And I just don't want someone to see that and to think, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Why do you feel this way? Why can't you just go out and do errands or go out and do something like a normal person can? So that's something that I am nervous about with moving in together. But whenever I've mentioned that to him, including last night, he just reassures me and tells me that he loves me, and to him the anxiety isn't really a big deal. It's just a little thing that, you know, I sometimes struggle with, but he accepts me as I am, and he knows there's so much more to me than just that, which is great. So anytime I open up about an insecurity, like being nervous about that with moving in, or the other day I actually had like this white or grayish blonde hair, I don't know what it was, at the top of my head. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting gray hair, and he said, don't worry, it's probably just an anomaly, and I love you the way you are, and even when you get gray hair. So he says more than that, but he just reassures me. It makes me feel very confident. So I think I feel very comfortable and confident in our relationship because he always gives me so much positive feedback. And anytime I have an insecurity, he's just like, nope, that's not something for you to worry about. So yeah, it's nice on the evenings and weekends, and just, you know, opening up with someone completely and like connecting with them. And then, you know, from the beginning I feel like we've been pretty honest about insecurities and things we're worried about, and then we just kind of reassure the other person, and we still do that, and I want to keep doing that. You know, I think that's good to tell someone I'm kind of worried about XYZ, or something's on my mind, and then to know that the other person's okay with it, or maybe shares the same concerns, and then to move forward together. So anyways, yeah, that's just what's going on. And the weekends are super nice because we can really spend time together and connect. So it's my favorite. So anyways, I just wanted to share that bit about, I guess, how he just that bit about how he just completely accepts me, and anytime I have concerns or worries, he just completely comforts me, and then I feel he has an unconditional love for me, which again I'm not used to in romantic relationships. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go take my shower, and I'll see you later. Here's the chicken pot pie recipe by Ina Garden, the Barefoot Contessa, that I'm going to make today. And the first step is cooking the chicken. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go cook some chicken, and then later on I'll prepare the inside stuff that goes inside the pot pies. And then my little secret, well, not such a secret, is that I bought some pie crust today, some Pillsbury pie crust. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I am not about to make my own dough. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just gonna use some Pillsbury pie crust. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Let's see. I've never used this type of chicken before. The Mary's chicken from Whole Foods. It's a little bit pricier, you know, than what I usually get at Trader Joe's, but hopefully it's worth it. So here's the chicken, the Mary's chicken, just the breast. Ina Garden says to use chicken that has a skin on and the bone in. That maybe results in better tasting chicken, but I don't want to do that. I just like to buy the boneless, skinless type. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna put some olive oil on it, some salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. So I'm starting pretty early on this, kind of like last weekend with the enchiladas. Sometimes these recipes are a little bit more involved, and I just like to begin preparations early on. So I'm just going to cook the chicken, and then later on I'll do the rest of the stuff. I just want to get started early. So I got some more chocolates this past week. So last weekend I went to Chocolate Maya and got those 3 bars of bean to bar chocolate. This past week I placed an order with Nuubia, Nuubia. They're based out of San Francisco, and they do ship within, I believe, the US. I'm not sure if it's a continental US or all the US. Anyways, so they ship, and we ordered Some different items. The first thing is the OMG candy bar, which it's kind of small. It's 1.94 ounces. It has sea salt caramel and crispy hazelnut praline inside. And the description on the website says crispy hazelnut praline and sea salt caramel with caramelized Rice Krispie and robed with 64% dark chocolate. You can get them 4 bars for $20. We already ate a bar each, so we have 2 bars left over now. They were pretty good, you know, definitely something that you really enjoy and take your time with. And when I ate mine, I was like kind of stressed out that day, so I was like, so I need to take my time with enjoying it the second time that I eat it, because this is definitely the type of chocolate that you really take your time with and you savor and you enjoy. It's not something you just shove into your mouth really quickly, because then you don't get to really enjoy it. And the other item that I got, which is a surprise to Andy, that's the 24-piece assortment of dark chocolate ganache, praline, and half spheres.
Awesome.
So it has a mix. There's an assortment of pralines, assortment of ganaches, and assortment of luscious half spheres. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was looking at ordering separate little boxes, and then I realized, oh, you can just get this gift box with 27 different pieces of all these different things. So it's a good assortment, and I thought that might be a good introduction to their brand for our first order. So I'm gonna get my scissors. This is the box that it comes in. It says Nuubia San Francisco. It's kind of like an embossed, raised feeling to it. And on the bottom, I don't know what it says. Anyways, it does say the best by date, the batch number, assorted chocolates, and I'm just gonna cut along here. I did see that the chocolatier who makes this won an award, like one of the best chocolatiers in the United States back in, I want to say 2014 or so. So he's been recognized within that area for his work. So we're getting good stuff, honey.
I'm excited.
I don't know if that cut it. Oh, it did. Okay, that was good. That was sufficient. Remove this. Fine and exquisite chocolates for fine and exquisite people like us.
That's right.
Just kidding. Okay, so that's gonna be.
Whoa, look at those colors.
The ganache. Okay, they gave us a guide so we can see what things are. And these bright colors are going to be ganaches. So like one of these, or maybe they're both the same flavor. The lime and vanilla ganache. We've got caramel infused with pineapple and almond praline, silken honey ganache, hazelnut ganache. Oh no, maybe the radish one is I'm not quite sure. One is fleur de cow ganache. So this, I think these ones, these 5 correspond with these. And then I'm gonna take this level off because they have multiple levels, okay?
Oh wow. Those colors are just so cool looking.
They are, they're beautiful. And these are gonna be the pralines, do you think? Like, which ones are these? We have to use our little map.
Yeah.
They've got the double stripes, the 2 stripes on the side. That could be pistachio, marzipan, and holy guac, Gianducci macadamia ganache. I don't know.
The names are complicated.
Almond, coriander praline, salted peanut praline, raspberry ganache infused with jasmine downy pearl tea.
Wow.
We are so fancy.
Super fancy.
And then, is there a bottom layer? Because I got 3 types here. Oh, I don't know. Is there? I think there. Yay, there is. Okay.
Just keeps on getting.
It just keeps on going. So this has got to be the stuff on the left. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think some of the ganaches and pralines might be kind of mixed together. I'm not entirely sure. So we're just gonna try it out. We're gonna try some of these beautiful, lovely chocolates, and then we'll enjoy our OMG candy bars. And we'll let you guys know how it is. And actually, we're gonna have something else next week. Andy kindly placed an order with Soma Chocolate. They're based out of Canada. I want to say they're near Montreal, but I'm not certain for sure. So they're up in Canada and they have lovely chocolates. We did try the Soma, it was that mixed bar last weekend. So we're gonna try some really neat stuff from Soma next. And I've got my eye on so many people. There's Map chocolate. I still wanna try Patrick chocolate and order some stuff from the chocolate garage. So maybe we'll just slowly try different brands and see what we like, see what percentages we like, which countries of origin we like for chocolate. And this will be a really fun experiment for us.
I'm enjoying it.
We are currently preparing the chicken pot pie. We've got the chicken. These were the 2 chicken breasts, the Mary's chicken, which I cooked in the oven at 350 for 40 minutes. And I put olive oil and then salt and pepper on there beforehand. Ignore the banana, that's mine. And then Andy chopped up the chicken. We also have a stock going. It's just chicken stock with bouillon cubes back here. And I just use the chicken stock from Trader Joe's, so it's nothing really fancy. And then over here we have a bunch of butter. It's like 12 tablespoons of butter. And then we have 2 cups of onions. Actually, I'm not sure if it's completely 2 cups, but it's 1 whole onion. I decided not to cut up 2 onions because it's a pain. So we have 1 onion here, and this is sauteing. And we've also got some other stuff ready. We blanched the carrots. This is 2 cups of carrots. So to blanch carrots, because I didn't know what it was, we had to look it up. You just basically boil them for 3 minutes, take them off the heat, and then run them under cold water or put them into some ice water. So we've got the carrots and then also the peas and pearl onions, and I've got flour ready. So we are just moving ahead with this recipe, and this is where we're at right now. We have everything all mixed in here now. Earlier we were browning the onions and we had the chicken stock. I'm trying to remember what we did because there's so many different steps. Yeah. After the onions were browned, we added flour. Yep. Right, and the flour made it thicken. After that point, we added the chicken stock. And I think it was starting to look more like the inside of a chicken pot pie at that point. Right. And then we continued to just add more items, salt and pepper, and the frozen onion pearls, the blanched carrots, the peas, chicken. Chicken and parsley. So now we just have this going for a little bit, and then the next step will be to grab out these little these dishes that I bought at Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday and put the pie dough inside them and then fill them up with this filling, and then do the little tops, you know, the top of the pie crust, and then we will do a egg wash on top as well, and then cook them in the oven for 1 hour. So it's good that it's only 4:06, and we're starting on this early, so if we're hungry at 5 or 6, we'll be better equipped then, because it does take a while to prepare these kinds of things, you know. There's just so much like time and effort that goes into cooking things, you know, when you actually make them from scratch, or mostly from scratch in this case, because we are going to do the Pillsbury pie crust, and we've got a bunch of dishes too, so so right now I'm gonna get the dough ready. We have 5 pie crusts from Pillsbury, so it's 2.5 boxes, and we want to do the dough on the inside. However, these aren't like freeform pie crusts, you know what I mean? They're already pre-formed. So to get this going and make sure we have enough pie crust for all these 4 chicken pot pies, I'm first gonna cut dough off using the top as the base, and then I'm gonna take that dough and put it to the side. The remaining dough I'm going to use to build the inside of the pot pie so that we can have crust on the inside. That's my creative idea for today. So I'm just gonna use a little knife. And I know when we saw Ina Garden, aka the Barefoot Contessa, do it, she was like, we'll just keep it rustic. Keep it rustic. And it was kind of a funny word, I thought. And so she had a little bit of an overhang. So we're going to have a little bit of dough overhang. And now this is what we'll use in the future for the top. And then we can use this bottom piece to build the inside. And we may actually be okay, and we may only need 4 of the pie crust if one of this will work for the inside, which I suspect it will. So we might actually have too much pie crust, but that's better than having too little, because we don't want to have too little. That's no good. So I think, Andy, you were suggesting that we take the egg wash, which is 1 egg beaten with 1 tablespoon of water, and put it on the inside so that this doesn't stick.
I think so. I think that might be a good idea. Barefoot Contessa did the egg wash around the edge.
She did, the Barefoot Contessa, so she took her little brush and she did the egg wash around the sides, and then she had the crust envelope it.
Right.
And her goal there was to have the crust not stick. So I guess if we don't want the crust to stick, we could use like Pam or something like that, a cooking spray, which I've got, or we could do the egg wash. Does it matter?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Let's try the egg wash.
I don't want to do it wrong, Andy.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be delicious no
I'm
matter
doing
what.
the egg wash, and these are new bowls that I got yesterday at Bed Bath & Beyond. Use my $5 off coupon, because all about those coupons, especially at Bed Bath & Beyond. They have so many. I have them all in my car, actually. I have a huge stash of Bed Bath & Beyond coupons that I keep inside my car, so if you ever need some, you hit me up. I've actually brought some in to coworkers before, because they've been like, oh, I want some, and I have too many, so just building the crust. I think this will work just fine.
It looks great, yeah.
Yeah. And this is so much easier than making our own dough.
That's for sure.
So maybe I'll just do some little patches, some little bits here. And then a little bit up here. There we go. Yay. I don't know how smooth it needs to be, so maybe I'll just smush it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, smush it in, kind of build it. I feel like I'm playing with Play-Doh, to be quite honest. You know, when you're a kid and you play with your Play-Doh and you make projects and stuff. It's nice and squishy like Play-Doh. It's not scented or colored like Play-Doh, but it's fun. All right, and then I believe the next step after we build the dough or the base for these 4 will be putting the inside of the chicken pot pie. Oh, we have a lot. This is only supposed to fill 4 of them. Jeez Louise. We may have some extra, so we'll put that into each of these dishes, and then we'll do the little lid on top. Yeah, and then we'll do, you know, the knife with the few little venting marks on top, and then she did salt and pepper on top too, and then in the oven for an hour or so. Good thing we started early today. So the chicken pot pies have finished, and you just pulled them out of the oven. Thank you for pulling them out, honey. They cooked for 1 hour. Oh, it's like breathing. Do you see? It's like, it's bloop, bloop, bloop.
Boiling almost on the inside?
It's bubbling. It's coming up. The things are rising. These are Andy's. His have pepper in them. But do you see how it's rising?
Yeah.
And how the crust is coming up.
It looks cool.
And like bloop, bloop, bloop. Let me see. I don't know if my camera's gonna catch it.
This one's probably doing it the best.
Yeah. And they're crackly.
Yeah, you can
They're
hear
all sizzly.
Yeah.
This is gonna be pretty good. We're both pretty excited. Good thing we started on this dinner early, because goodness gracious, it took a while to prepare and then an hour to cook, and now we need to give it time to sit and rest so we don't burn our tongues on it. And then we'll have leftovers to take home too. And then we have extra of the filling, which I just put off to the side to cool down, and then I'll refrigerate it. And then if we want, we can turn this into a pot pie at a later point in time too. So we'll have an extra 1 or 2 from there. So there we go. What do you think, Andy?
They look good.
Yay! Hey there, so it is Sunday evening now, and Andy just went home. So the chicken pot pie turned out good. We did not eat any of the Nuubia chocolates yet, so I don't have anything to report back about that. There's the boys playing. So, anywho, I think I'm gonna have a little bit of ice cream and then get ready for bed, because we've got a full work week up ahead. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and that you had a good weekend, and take care. Bye-bye.